Hello everyone, I'm Emily. Welcome back to my channel. I'm filming another payday routine. I forgot what it was called for a second. My cat is gonna be a nuisance, I can already tell in this video. She's like right out of frame. She just hit me. She's right out of frame and she's like biting my computer right now. I don't know what's wrong with her. But I decided I think I might be filming these like every paycheck, but I don't know. I haven't made a decision up yet, but I just got paid today. It's the first payday of the month of 2 paydays, so we'll see if I end up doing one in 2 weeks when I get my next one. But we're just gonna kind of go through my whole process of what I do once I get paid. Basically, the day I get paid, I kind of put all the money where I want it to go and make it go down to basically zero. But we'll see. I have got paid less this paycheck because I started with a new insurance, but I am on my own insurance now, so that's coming out of my paycheck automatically. But I did fix in my budget like to add that in. But I'm just going to cancel out my little template that I use and zero it out so that it's ready to go for when I am ready to put this paycheck in here. So let me just put how much I was paid into here first, and then I'll screen record so I can show this. Okay. Give me a second to get my life together. Okay, I'm gonna start by paying my credit card bill first, actually, because I think before I forgot to do that first and then didn't have the right like balance or whatever. So I'm gonna pay my credit card bill. It's $125.17. I pay it multiple times a month because I don't like to wait till the end of the month. But yeah, I just paid that. That was easy. And then let's see. I'll just have to think about subtracting that amount from how much is in my checking account. Actually, I'm not even gonna think about how much is in my checking account. I'm just gonna move over like half the amount I need in there. So my monthly amount, I kind of did it wrong in my budget because when I made my budget, I like budgeted in my spending my health insurance, but that automatically comes out of my pay. So technically I shouldn't include that. Stop biting my computer. She's attacking me. Leave my computer alone. She's literally biting the corner of it. Hang on, I need to get something to defend myself because she's about to attack me. I'll get the spray bottle. If I take that out of my monthly budget, then like how much I need a month is $950. So that's how much you need to have in my account like at the beginning of the month. So before I was taking like my first paycheck of the month and taking my like necessary costs and putting that in. So I would take like $950 and put that in based on this paycheck. But now the way I'm doing it is trying to like think ahead. So I had the right amount in there based on, because I had a 3 paycheck month last month. So I already like was able to have enough in there. And now I'm going to be taking half of each of the paychecks and putting it in there, if that makes sense. So then by the time, so we're in August. So by the time September comes, I'll have enough. I don't know if I'm making sense with that. So $950 is what I would need to go in there. So I will put that as my, in the spending category, I'm gonna put half of that in. That would be $475, right? I can't math right now. I just worked a full day of work and now I'm trying to like think and it's not going well. Yeah, $475, that's correct. Oh shoot, I'm not screen recording. Hang on, let me start screen recording here. I'm just gonna scooch over because I'll just put it up like here or something. Yeah, that works. So this is kind of just my little template I use to help figure out like how much money I can put in all the places. So for my loan, I believe I wanted to put, so I don't need to contribute anymore to the medical right now. And basically when I reworked my budget, I took out like putting money towards savings because it just didn't fit in the budget. So now what I'm doing is anything that I have left over at the end of the month, I'm going to like decide what I'm going to do with it. Like, okay, if I didn't spend like in certain categories in my necessities as much as I thought I would, then I'll take whatever's extra and put that towards like some sort of savings. That's kind of my thought process right now. So I'm going to put $100 to investments, and then the goal for the month was to put, I think, $250 towards my loans, or sorry, $2,050 towards my loans. So 2,500. Did I say that right? I don't know. 1,225. Okay, so that would put me at negative $1.45. But I have money left over in my account from last time, and that's also because I was supposed to move over an investment and I just didn't because the website wasn't working, so then I never did, and whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so there's not many movements happening today for this paycheck. It's just gonna be my moving money to my spending account, putting money to investments, and then putting money to a loan, I believe. Let me just stop recording here for a second. We'll come back to this. I want to kind of lay out my spending for the month. I had a transaction that was very close to being like in August, but it was actually in July, but I did not count it in my July budget. So I'm going to put that in here as if it was part of August, which was just a medical bill. So that was $158.16. Oh, I meant to be recording this. This is just my spending so far for the month. So I have that, and then groceries, 97, and then food. That says foot. Oh my gosh. Food, 23.55, and then food. These are the things I should not be spending. That means I got food that wasn't groceries. I was like putting that in a fun category, but I think what I might do is just add it into the groceries part, because if I have money left over in the groceries, then it doesn't seem as bad if I spent money on like eating out or whatnot. Okay, that's everything on my credit card. I know I had more transactions because I got gas. I know that. $30.07 on gas. Let me just check my thing because I think I have a therapy. Yeah, so I had 2 therapy ones. So we had therapy, which was, my therapy went down, so that's good. With my new insurance, therapy was actually $60. I think that's everything. So I've already spent $442. Okay. And we're about halfway through the month, not even, so whatever. Let me just see something. That is that. I'll stop recording. So I've spent $442.72 so far. There's something wrong with my cat. She's like freaking out. I decided to change my mind a little bit. So the $475 that I wanted to move over to my checking account, I'm actually just gonna leave in the checking account it's in right now rather than putting it in like my spending account, because I want to be able to see like how much money I have left in my spending account. So if I put more in it, I'm afraid I'll be like, oh, I have more money to spend. So I don't want to do that. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave it in my SoFi account, and then when it comes to like the end of the month or like maybe my next paycheck, we'll see what I'm feeling, I'll move the full amount over that I need for the next month, or like when I do my budgeting for the month. So that is what I'm actually going to do. Now I'm going to go on to Fidelity Investments, which is what I use for my Roth IRA, and I'm going to attempt to move $100 over there. I had issues last time. I think the website was down, but it has now been half a month, so I hope it works today. We'll see. I'm just gonna do $100 here. Continue. Submit. Okay, so then once that is fully over, I'll be able to actually invest it. Don't listen to me for investing advice, but I just put my money into the S&P 500. That's just what I do, into Fidelity's S&P 500, because I don't know a ton. So I just do that because I feel like it's a safer option. Now I'm going to go into my loan payment here, and we're gonna make a payment on my loan of $1,250. Payment review. Okay, that is now scheduled. So now all that's left is the money that is in my account. So there should be like $830 some in there, because I had that money left over as well, which I don't know, maybe I'll do something with some of that at some point. But for now, that is what I'm doing with this paycheck. And the last thing I kind of want to do is reflect on how I'm doing with my spending so far this month. So like I said, I spent $442.70, and I'm thinking I'm getting a medical bill this month, but it's going to be less than normal. And I mean, it's going to be less than what I expected, I think. I'm hoping, I don't know. There's something processing on my account right now, and it is significantly less than what I was thinking my bill was going to be. So I kind of hope that this is that bill. If not, I'll be upset. But it's okay because I have that emergency savings from before, or not emergency savings, but medical savings sinking fund that I have. So that will come out of that. But my actual like medical bills that I factored in there, like I budgeted $650 for medical stuff for like therapy and then any other medical appointments I have this month. And I don't know what my copay is going to be on my appointment at the end of the week this week, but right now it's looking like it's going to be like less than that amount because my therapy is only $60 now. So that is really nice. Also, I accidentally forgot to take my parents' HSA card off as like the primary card, so they've gotten charged and they're like, okay, it's okay. So once I get that fixed, which my next appointment I need to remember to have them take that off, then I'll be like actually responsible for paying the amount. But the 2 appointments I've had so far, I think, have gotten charged to them at this point. Anyways, looking at my spending so far, I've already spent, let's see how much money on food. I spent $125.27 on food, and I budgeted $150 for groceries. So basically I have less than $25 to spend on food for the rest of the month, which I mean, that potentially could work, but at the same time, if I get groceries at all, then it won't work. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm probably gonna go over on food if I decide to put like my 2 non-grocery foods in there. But I also have like my TP fund, which is basically just like anything I need besides groceries. Like that would be like, right now I'm not buying these things, but like paper towels, like toilet paper, whatever, but also including like makeup, hair products, face products, like all of that stuff I'm including in that. And I haven't been buying any of that right now. I will probably need some things like as I run out of things like vitamins and whatnot, but right now I don't need anything, and I don't think I'll need anything this month that I know of. So maybe I can also kind of include that in it, and then that gives me an extra $50 to spend on groceries. I would like to keep this to a minimum, but there's only so much I can do to kind of do that. But my goals for the rest of the month will be to try to keep my food spending to a minimum, so no more getting food out. The only money I can spend on food is for groceries. That is, we're cutting it off at that. And then I got gas already, and I, if anything, will only need it one more time this month, so I'll definitely be under budget for that. And then, yeah, just trying to keep everything to a minimum, because any money that I have left over can either go towards the loan or into those savings accounts. So yeah, also just kind of reflecting on all of my savings things in general, I was thinking about kind of sitting down and coming up with better goals for my savings plans, because I have like a medical sinking fund, I just started a Christmas sinking fund, and I have a tax sinking fund. My Christmas sinking fund I think has like $75 in it. I have a goal of $500 for that, and it's already August. So I was thinking, if my medical bill ends up being less expensive than I originally put in there, then I will take whatever money is in that account and fill up some of my sinking funds with that money. I also want to start a vacation sinking fund for a trip that we're going to go on to celebrate my sister graduating, but this is going to be like far out, so I have time to actually save for it, but still things I'm kind of considering in my head at the time, or at the moment. What is the other one? There's another one. Oh, I wanted to kind of start, I should have brought my thing over here, but I have some things that, you know, come up on a yearly basis, whether it's like birthdays, holidays, things for my car, things like that. I kind of want to have like not a year ahead savings, but kind of a year ahead savings, if that makes sense. I just want to look at those costs and kind of budget to have that chunk in there. So like start like a car savings, a birthdays savings, or maybe just combine it all together and make it like a gifts savings account that I just put money into like every month, and kind of have that ready for the following year. I did not do that this year just because I just started working this year, and I've been really focused on paying off these loans. So I've been, you know, trying not to really spend money on anybody. As much as I love giving gifts to people, it's just not the most smartest financial decision for me right now. I've been really focusing on this loan, and I've been doing a good job so far, and I would love to keep making like this progress that I'm making. So that's kind of I've just really been focusing on it. But anyways, that is all for my payday routine this paycheck. first paycheck of August. I didn't do as much moving money around. This paycheck is pretty simple, honestly. I have kind of like my main focuses, and that's like spending on necessities and then paying off debt and potentially savings or investments when I can. So the only main things we did here was keep some money to go into my spending for next month and put some money to investments and pay off some of my loan. So yeah, that's basically all we did this paycheck. I guess I could give you like a little update on where the balance would be for my loan. So it was at like 15,000 something. Let me look. It is at 15,455 and 13 cents, and I just put 1,250 to it. So that would bring it down to $14,205.13. It's getting there. I forget what number we even started at. It was like, I want to say it was like 21,000 something. So making really good progress. It's looking like I'm gonna pay it off in April. The original goal was May, and yeah, it's looking more like it's gonna be April. And hopefully things happen where I can pay it off even faster. It just kind of depends on how well I budget my money and how much money's coming in and all of those things. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Interacting with my channel by liking, commenting, all of those things, subscribing, turning on post notifications, all of that really does help out my channel. It helps out a lot. And I really appreciate whenever you guys kind of interact and talk in the comments, all those things. So yeah, if you do decide to subscribe and stick around, then I will see you in my next video. Bye.